Well, here goes. The secret to world peace. Jesus said a lot of things in his walk on this earth, and it's just became clear to me that nobody's listening to anything he said. Um, Quite simply, the global warming is simply because nobody will get rid of the mountains that keep growing year by year, month by month, decade by decade, centuries by centuries. They've grown high enough now to create abnormal weather patterns that can't be stopped unless they're brought low. Drop the peaks of them into the valleys that are beneath them. We'll have no more problems with the weather. An initiative needs to be taken to get rid of all the agriculture to feed the world in every nation, when every nation is quite capable of feeding itself. The people that work for corporations and institutions can go ahead and put down that and literally go into nature, plant the trees that need to be to restabilize nature in and of itself. There'll be more than enough food all over the planet for every single human being that exists without fail. We don't need houses the size of mansions in order to live in. We don't even need houses the size they are. As for the people who have no homes, give them a home. How many homes sit unoccupied and nobody living in them, all because somebody wants to get a big payday because they own multiple properties? Quit serving money and serve God. That's all you have to do. Period. Quit serving the corporations. Quit serving the governments. Quit doing the work for them. They sit in ivory towers and watch everybody scrap for food and watch everybody fight over everything, health care, the whole nine. You're going to die. Everybody's going to die. Insurance on your car? Let's face it, you got in the car, you went 55 miles an hour, you get into an accident, that's on you. Or on somebody else, but the fact of the matter is 90% don't need it. And the 10% that do, maybe they shouldn't be driving. All we look at is fake promises and this logic of living with insurances and things in place. It's driven the cost of living to where you can't afford to live no more. And because we serve these masters with 12-hour-day work shifts to make products for other countries or products for ourselves, whatever, our children are being left behind. They don't get to know their mothers. They don't get to know their fathers. They don't get to know anything about why they're here. And all we've done so far, in the end of it, we don't serve God anymore. We serve money. That's all we serve. It was really simple. All we had to do was just simply serve the planet, serve the creatures that live on it, and walk around and have a good time, man. We didn't need to do any of the crap we're doing. We don't need cars. If we would have had decent families or been able to forge the relationships over time that we needed to with our families, we'd never want to leave them. There's countries all around the world that don't have Social Security, but you know what? Their elderly do just fine. You know why? Because their family unit is stable. Even though they're tribal, they love one another. We don't love one another. We love money. We'll put anybody away in a home. We'll put any child into a social service program the minute that it starts becoming difficult. Everybody wants the easy way. Well, the easy way is over. Unless we actually start serving the planet like we were supposed to, it ends. We're already pretty far into it, but we still have a chance to save this earth and to have a utopia that, for all I can think of, is totally beautiful. I've served in the service. I know what you can do outside. I know that you can live outside in the middle of winter if you've got the right tent and the right sleeping bag. It's really simple, actually. It's not difficult at all, and people think that they can't handle it, but they can. And they need to. We need to turn away from all these trinkets and toys and things that we think we need. Smartphones and the whole nine, all of it. All we have to do is do what we were created to do. God's got you. God's got all of you in the palm of his hand. He knows what you're going through. But I'm sick of watching all the great people I knew in my life when I was young, and now that I've grown old in years, watch them be destroyed by a system that doesn't respect them, that treats man like his life is worth $8 an hour. Men are worth so much more than that, and so are women. Humans cannot be numbered for their value. There is no number for them. But the way the system wants to do it is to get rid of all of us. They want to go ahead and have a slave people live in a small population on planet Earth and turn it into a bounty without you. Now we can go ahead and follow that path and keep looking at our smartphones and playing on Facebook and watching the TV acting like that's the real world while we watch our planet die, or we can go serve the creatures and serve ourselves on this planet. by replanting the fauna that's here, by serving everything in nature, by clearing the forests and making them fruitful, by making plants grow everywhere. We have the technology to literally make trees grow anywhere on the planet when they need to all come back. Wind can't get a high speed if it's got trees in the way. It just can't. It stays above your head. We've defoliated everywhere on the equator of this world. And everywhere on the equator of this world, there's huge mountains that cause tsunamis and hurricanes and typhoons and everything else. All we got to do is drop their height, a couple thousand feet, get rid of them peaks that serve no purpose at all. All they do is hold back the rain, and they say it's seasonal. The rain should be much more consistent, not once every 6 months or once every 8 months like it is in Africa or whatever. It's supposed to come all the time. Those places used to be fertile. Now that the mountains have grown to the height they are in thousands of years, they don't let anything grow no more because they stop it from coming over the hill. It just sits there making snow and putting the water back where it came from. It never gets to where it's supposed to go because it's blocked by a huge wind dam that holds moisture and cold air in its pocket where it can't rise and can't go anywhere. Just quit what we're doing with watching the world and worrying about what other people are doing. Everybody back to their tents. Everybody back to their country. Serve your people and quit letting them starve. The American dream is an American dream, and the American dream is a corporation where they tell you you're free when you're not free. You have to work for them to eat, to sleep, to have a place to live. You don't have to do that. You can have a home anywhere you want. What are they going to do, kill you? We walk away. That's all we do. It's all over. We can either choose to do that or choose to do nothing at all and watch the actual worst parts of humanity come to power. Dominate us, and destroy everything we stand for. Go back to your mothers and fathers. Go back to your grandparents. Ask them how to do it. They'll tell you. They know exactly how to do it. Don't let their wisdom fall because we think we're becoming smarter, but we're becoming exponentially stupid. Jesus told everyone, if you have the faith of the grain of the size of a mustard seed, you can say to that mountain, be gone, and it'll be gone. He was talking about us. We need to take care of each other. We can literally change the face of this earth. And that's all we have to do. We don't have to play no more. We can actually work at having a utopia. A real effort, made for a real result, that will survive for thousands and thousands of years, if not longer. You know what to do. Go do it.